Hi everyone, I'm Brianna. My family runs a seafood processing factory in Vietnam. In global procurement, there is a very clear line between an external locus of control and an internal one. If you are constantly focusing on the external variables, ocean freight volatility, currency fluctuations, or inflation in your domestic market, you're going to end up feeling pretty powerless. Why? Because you cannot control them, but if you focus on your inputs, how you structure your specifications, your contract terms, and how you optimize the yield from raw materials, that is where you take back control. Right now, buyers in the UK and Europe are facing massive pressure on landed costs. When profit margins on premium items are shrink, most procurement teams default to one single play, squeezing the factory on price, but there is a hard operational limit to that. Instead of trying to squeeze the last cent out of the brown cut, why aren't we looking at byproduct optimization? Today, I want to share our South Korean partners are doing exactly that and how UK and Europe brands can use the same strategy to protect their margins. South Korea buyers are incredibly smart when it comes to maximizing the value of retail trades and food service trends. One factory in Vietnam process shrimp. One factory in Vietnam process shrimp like lobashi or sushi ebi. The standard process requires us to cut off the shrimp head. In a conventional setup, that head is treated as a cheap byproduct and sold off. But professional buyers in Korea don't look at it that way. They see the sweet, firm piece of meat left inside the head cavity, what we call sushi head meat. They buy this product from us under the highly precise technical specification. Now, how does this actually look in practice when we make this for them? It's not just random scrap meat, they have a very strict precise standard. For instance, we look at a specific size category, what we call the sick area on the factory floor, where every single piece of extracted head meat has to measure exactly between 10 to 10.5 centimeters. Then our workers neatly arrange exactly 20 pieces into a clean plastic tray. And we pack 20 of those trays into a mask carton. It's built completely ready for direct delivery straight to their central kitchens. And we ship the whole program on a CFR basis right into Busan. Why do they buy this? There is a cost-effective feeling for retail sushi, rich seafood sourcing, or as a base ingredient for hot pot and soup chains. The result is that they get premium protein at a fraction of the cost of whole shrimp. Why the consumer experience stays exactly the same. This is how to optimize cost at the source. Now, can UK and EU buyers actually apply this formula? Absolutely, but you have to shift the approach to match Western market dynamics. European consumers don't typically eat shrimp head meat straight up like they do in Asia, but you face two even bigger pain points. Sustainability pressures like zero waste mandates and strict ESG criteria, and the soaring cost of local labor to produce ready-to-eat soups and sauces. If you are buying for a supermarket chain or a convenience food manufacturer in the UK or EU, instead of importing expensive flavor bases or paying high labor costs to process raw material also locally, you can co-develop semi-finished products with a factory in Vietnam using this exact handmade. We can clean, extract, mince, or block freeze it under strict EU compliance, completely chemical-free with a total pathogen control. When it hits Rotterdam or London, it goes straight into your food production line as a base for seafood, biscuits, pastry, finish, or mid-tier private label lines. By doing this, you solve the zero waste audit puzzle for your sustainability team and you slash your raw material cost by 8% or 12%. At the end of the day, a sustainable long-term direct sourcing relationship isn't about trying to outsmart each other or forcing one side to take on the risk. Our factory in Vietnam handles inputs on our end, ensuring strict compliance with your specifications, full biosecurity paperwork, and reliable logistics at the port of origin. On the other hand, you manage the distribution and understand your local market's behavior. When both sides align on optimizing every single gram of raw material, procurement stops being a frustrating price war. It becomes a strategic partnership. If your organization is looking for real landed cost solutions that go deep into factory floor realities rather than those polished commercial promises, thank you for listening and I will see you in the next one.